Hello and welcome to another video of my these fantastic books. I'm about to say bees because I'm thinking because every time I say my sometimes when I say my channel I mistakenly would say fantastic beast. For this video I'm going to be talking about the second book of the Vampire Diaries, The Struggle. You should see right there. What can I say about this? I mean, let's just say that it was okay. It was something that's not what I expected because it really is not like not like like the hype of the like what the first one did. What the struggle did was something a little bit different, and it was kind of getting boring at it, to be honest. And I'm not gonna lie about that, but it was just crazy and stuff like that. So I might do a reading of the Secret Circle. I don't know if I'm gonna do that physically. I might do it audiobook version, but don't know yet. So I mean, I have a lot to say about the book versus the show or the Vampire series, the Vampire Diaries. Um, the Vampire Diaries show, it does a little bit better than what, so I'd say, what the book did because of Stefan and Damon. Delana and most of the characters in the show that was from the book, but there are differences between the book and the show, like how movies are differences between the book materials that they were adapted adapted of, and I really enjoy adaptations and stuff like that. But sometimes I like the things that will stick to its original source, and like the Harry Potter series, and the Twilight things, and just those types, especially the Narnia and the Lord of the Rings, and you got the Hobbit. I mean, Narnia and the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, they stick to the source material perfectly. Not saying it's a little bit biased, but it's perfectly well done, and thank goodness that we had that. Um, yeah. So so I like things that always this. I like movies that are based off of books that stick to its material, especially if they are fantasy wise. Harry Potter is my go-to book and movie wise. I mean, movie wise, to be honest, because I watched the movies first before reading the book. I did mention that I did read the first book during the hype of the movies, and it was especially the book series, and it was really enjoyable. The Narnia series, thank goodness. But they only did the three movies of the three books: the Lion and Winter Wardrobe, the Prince Caspian, and the Voyage of the Dawn Treader. That was the only three that they did. But I was expecting to see more of it, especially a prequel to the book series. That is The Magician's Nephew. That one I want to see. and live action debut. But they never did that. They never did the Silver Chair. They never did the Horse and His Boy, and they never did the Last Battle. They never did all that. Only four of those four of those books out of the Narnia series they did not put as a movie wise. I mean, the other the first three ones are good. In my opinion, they're good. But yeah, they could have done the other four. So yeah, so the Vampire Diaries one, and book wise, it's okay. The TV series wise, oh my gosh, I love it. I wish I could have. I wish I could have watched them more, but I didn't. I ain't got time. I got that. Not even Netflix. I don't think Netflix has them anymore. So that's a bummer. So I don't know what to read next, but I might go back to fantasy to be honest. And as I'm looking at my books right now, the ones I didn't pack, I'm looking at a choice between fantasy and mostly I like to stick with fantasy to be honest. I like a fantasy books to be honest. I don't like romance like most people do because it's just not my thing. Um, I mean you can put a little bit of fantasy in. I mean a little bit of romance, sorry, a little bit of romance in a fantasy thing, whatever. You know what I mean? But still, you just when you're doing romance in a fantasy, you gotta keep it up like a balance or something like that. Keep it a little bit simple, while the fantasy is still the hype. I mean, fantasy is always the hype. Wait, to my opinion, it's the hype. And yeah, my next book will be fantasy wise, a fantasy book actually. Hopefully, it'll be a good one, and I hope for that to be a good book as well. So thank you, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.